In this second video in Unit 6 is going to be saving and investing. So again, I'm in my Business Apps folder. I'm going to come down to Columns and number 2, Savings and Investing. So we're going to do some columns work, but we're going to switch to Microsoft Word this time, and we're going to actually modify so the columns aren't exactly even. So again, looking at my steps before I start, I'm going to change some font, enter a title, move some titles around, and then save and key some text here. So quite a bit to do. Might look a little intimidating. Just remember, do one step at a time and trust the instructions. If you follow it closely, it'll all come out just right. So I'll go ahead and open up Microsoft Word. Blank document. And as we look down here, 24 Calibri and all caps centered. So I'm going to make sure I'm in Calibri 24 center, and I'm going to do caps lock. And let's double check our instructions here. So I'm going to go saving and investing. When I come back to the instructions, let's see, enter one time, right align money 101, enter one time. Right align is up here in our toolbar, money 101, enter one time, and then let's see what we need to do. Highlight the S in saving, hold the control key and hide the I in investment, select to 48. And then under money, we're going to select to left align, double spacing, and Calibri size 13. So I'll come back here, and it says to switch this S, hold down control and highlight the I. You can do them individually. If you have trouble controlling and clicking each of these, just gives us the option to modify them both at the same time. If you have trouble with that, just do one at a time. So I'm going to set that to 48, and I'm going to enter one time down here, align left. It says to change to font size 13. If it's not in the list, I type it in the box and just hit enter. Then I'm going to set to double spacing. So I can just click this down arrow and go to 2.0. So now I'm all set here. Let's double check our instructions. I completed this. Align left, Calibri size 13, double space. Great spot to save if you haven't yet is columns 2, saving and investing, because that's setting this particular assignment up is probably the most important thing. After it's set up, we just type it. So now that we've saved, we're going to click on layout, columns, and more columns. Once that comes up, I'm going to get this columns dialog box. And the key here is to follow this very specifically. So we want to make sure we select the line in between, this right align column, the width to 4.5. It will auto change the rest of these, and make sure we apply this point forward. That way it doesn't affect how we set up the title. So let's go ahead and check that out. So I'm going to go to layout, columns, and everybody's initial reaction is to hit 2, but we want to go to more columns. We want this right align. We want to set this at 4.5. You'll see that it auto sets the rest of it. You don't need to touch those. And you'll see the second column come up in the diagram, but we want this point forward, and this icon should look similar to what we're looking at in your text. And then we can add this line in between so we have a nice line there. So I'm going to hit OK. Now, a lot of kids panic and start hitting this again because they don't see the line. The line will not appear in Microsoft Word till we type and enter into the second column. Then you'll see that line start appearing for you. So I've typed this, and it comes out here, and as I hit enter, it moved me to the top of the second column. So as it says, we should be now at the top of the second column. We're going to change the font to 12, Arial black, line spacing to 1, and then we're going to enter the content in all caps. So I'm going to come back here, come back to my home tab. So Arial black. Remember, they're alphabetical, size 12, and switch back to 1.0. Then I'm going to enter the text as displayed. So I've entered this all in at this point, and let's see, let's double check I have everything. Oh, it auto changed on me. 1 second. Sorry about that. I switched to 11. I got to make sure we have this 12. I didn't quite match my sample. There we go. So then I've completed this. I have a nice 2-column setup, and at that point you can save. There will be some editing tasks at the end of the chapter to modify this one, but at this point it's ready to go with the basic requirements. Just don't forget to add your footer on the bottom.